Parts of our state cleaning up the damage from Hurricane Helene. This is video of the U.S. Army assisting with damage in Swainsboro, just northwest of Savannah. Meanwhile, the vice president is here on the ground in Georgia touring some of the hardest hit areas impacted by Helene. She spoke at Augusta about an hour ago, and that is where we find our Zach Merchant with our 11 Alive political team.
Well, look, it's been almost a week since Hurricane Helene tore a path through our state. But if you look around me right now, the evidence is all around us here. We're in the Foxhall neighborhood of Augusta, and it is clear that this city is still very much dealing with the impacts of this storm. Power is still out in this neighborhood, as it is across much of the counties surrounding Augusta, and many folks still dealing with the heavy impact of this storm. And this storm-damaged city is where Vice President and Democratic Presidential Nominee Kamala Harris visited earlier today. She's actually still here on the ground. Her visit comes just weeks before Election Day, and she is not alone in touring storm-damaged communities here in Georgia. On Monday, former President Donald Trump visited hard-hit Valdosta in South Georgia. Right here in Augusta, Vice President Harris met with local officials and thanked emergency workers. Here is some of what she had to say.
And so I'm here to thank you. I know these are long days for you. I know these are days when folks are looking in your eyes to be convinced that everything's going to be okay. And sometimes you're sure of that, and sometimes you're not. But you give people a level of confidence in the fact that there are folks who care about them and are working around the clock to make sure they're okay. And that's some of the most noble work anybody can do.
And one of the biggest challenges you see here in the Augusta area is power outages. You drive through the city, a lot of the traffic lights are still out. The power is still out in this neighborhood. According to Georgia Power, roughly 100,000 people in Columbia and Richmond counties here are still without power. And if you zoom out across the entire state, Georgia Power says about 200,000 customers statewide are still in the dark. We're live in Augusta. Zach Merchant, 11 Alive News.
So many people struggling to recover. Zach, thank you so much for giving us that update. And President Joe Biden will be in Georgia tomorrow to tour the damage of these areas hit very hard by Helene.